What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Nice little cold start for you there on the RS3. Thing sounds pretty sick for a stock exhaust. Just done the mid pipes on it, deleted the secondary cats, and yeah, thing sounds sick. Apologies in advance. I'm recovering from a little bit of sickness, so apology if I sound a little rough. Today, Cars and Coffee, first of the season down at the U-Mall in Burlington. So took the GTI out to that, and of course it rained because it's Vermont and it's springtime, so came home, gave that a quick wash. It's looking nice and clean. But today we're going to get back on with some Rabbit content. So first thing I did off camera was inside. The reason why I did it off camera was because it's pretty boring just wiring in 3 wires, but I purchased on Amazon this little head unit. $30. The thing is pretty sick. It's got built-in speakers. If I can put the right key in the ignition. So I pulled the original stereo out of this car. The head unit was kind of junk, super old. The speakers in the door and the dash, really don't know what condition they were, and I bet they would sound terrible. So plan B was to run just like a little Bluetooth speaker inside the car. The one I had, I don't think it was connecting very well with my phone, so the sound quality wasn't very good. So I saw this on Amazon for literally $29. It's got 2 speakers built in to the front of it, just like a little USB soundbar. It's got Bluetooth, it's got like hands-free, so I can just connect my phone, play all my music through my phone, and it fills that hole in the dash. Kind of makes the inside of this car feel complete. I'm no longer just looking at a hole in the dash. Sound quality is pretty good too. Basically about the same as you'd get from a little Bluetooth soundbar anyway. And yeah, I didn't have to wire in any speakers, which is pretty sweet. It got great reviews online, so I thought I'd give it a go. For $30, it fits the bill perfectly. And yeah, like I said, I only had to wire in 3 wires, a ground, 12 volts, and a trigger. So I didn't film any of that. It's boring. And if you've installed a head unit before, you know what I'm talking about. It's boring, it's monotonous, it's hanging upside down underneath the dash to connect these wires. And the cool thing too is it's pretty shallow. It's only about a couple of inches deep into the dash. It's not like a full depth of a stereo. So super easy install. And yeah, pretty stoked with that. In this episode though, as you might have gathered from the title of the video, we are gonna put some seats in this thing. Now, the interior, I won't tell you this yet, but I have something else coming for the interior, which is also pretty sweet. But these seats are terrible. One of the first things I did with this car when I bought it was refoam the seats. I got some foam from a company in Germany, but they're pretty terrible. They sit really high. I feel like I'm sat on top of the car and not inside of the car. With some of the modifications I've got planned for this car with drivability and performance, I really want to feel like I'm sat in the car and the seat is hugging me, so I can get that feedback and not kind of rolling around inside of the car. So the seats that I want to put in this car are out of my price range right now. I just can't fit them into the budget right now. So this is a semi-permanent temporary solution, pretty cheap solution. It's probably not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's going to be better than what's in here currently, and that is putting the plaid GTI seats out of my GTI into this car. Now let's show you that real quick. This is the interior in my GTI. Rear seat delete, got the air tank mounted on a strut bar, got some diamond stitched leather on the seat delete, got some custom floor mats underneath the monster mats. But yeah, As you can see, I no longer have the stock interior in it. I've had those seats lying around for a few years now, so why not put them to good use and put them in the Rabbit? And I threw up a poll on Instagram a couple of weeks ago asking you guys what content you wanted to see between the GTI, the RS3, and the Rabbit. And the poll results were split pretty evenly. So I'll definitely be doing some more content on the GTI soon, and maybe we'll even get some content of the RS3. And also while we're at it, why don't we do a little shop tour? So this is my shop. It's detached from my house. It's about 1,000 square feet. I have my lift here in this bay, and I can fit 2 cars nose to tail in this side. The left-hand side, that's usually where the wife parks her car in the winter. But I have a staircase that goes up here, so it's a little bit shallower. You can only really fit 1 car on this side. And so this side just kind of ends up getting cluttered. Got my winter wheels and tires there right now. Need to clear off this workbench. Shout out to Scott at Eurobuilt for the banner. But yeah, upstairs, the plan for upstairs is eventually going to be like a man cave. So put in a dry bar. I need to finish the floor, pool table, TV, sofa, that type of thing. But right now, you'll have to excuse the mess. It's just storage. All my skis right there. That's my other passion in life. Enough ski boots to last a lifetime. Bunch of spare parts, wheels. But I have over here my interior from my GTI. So like I said, the plan is to put these seats into the Rabbit. I think they'll fit. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but they're not going to bolt right in. The frame rails are completely different. And what a lot of people do with the Mark IV and on is they take their stock seats and they cut the sliders off the bottom of those seats and they weld them to the new seats that they want to put in. I don't want to do that. I want these to be completely 100% reversible. These seats are in great condition. I took them out of the GTI with like 40 or 50,000 miles on them. They still got all the airbags in them. So I would like the option at some point to be able to sell this interior, or probably never going to happen, but put it in the car without being hacked up. So I purchased from S&P Automotive some seat brackets for the Mark I. And so what I need to do is bolt it to the bottom of the existing seat. However, there is a problem. When I line these up, you can see that the bracket is narrower than the rail on the seat. So I think they'll fit, but the plan for this episode is going to be to make a bracket to go between the seat and the frame that goes in the Mark I. And it should be pretty easy, pretty simple. It's just going to be like 2 strips. I'm basically going to make a square from there to that mounting hole, same on the bottom, and then this will bolt in somewhere like that. And that should get the job done. What I want to do is I'm going to make the templates out of some 1/4-inch plywood that I have, just for proof of concept, just to see that it fits. And then something I've wanted to do for a long time is use SendCutSend. Now, if you haven't heard of SendCutSend, it's pretty sweet. You can send them CAD drawings, you can send them sketches, you can send them templates, and they will take your template, cut it out of any material you want. They will put finishes on it too. So once I've got my templates made out of wood, I'm going to send that over to SendCutSend. I think their turnaround is pretty quick. So they will be able to send me those brackets back, and I'll be able to bolt the seat to the frame with the adapter bracket. And yeah, it should fit in the car. The reason why I want to make the brackets, the templates, is so I can, like I said, test fit them in the car, get a proof of concept before I go and make some brackets. And there is enough adjustability here where I should be able to get them in. So with all that said, let's crack on with making some adapter brackets. So for all my visual learners out there, here's my proof of concept. So you can see pretty easily with the 1/4" plywood, kind of the two cross members that I made, so to speak. One across the bottom that's a little skinnier than the one at the top. And basically you can see it just makes the bracket a little bit wider and allows it to bolt to the frame of the seat. So let's back the Rabbit up a little bit, see if it fits. Well, the stock seats come out pretty easily in like 30 seconds. One bolt, slide it back on the rail and they drop right out. The new one going in, however, the seat is much bigger, but it fits just about. It takes a little bit of work to get it in. The universal brackets are kind of tricky to get the rear sliders into the rail, but it fits. Check this out. Now, before I show you, like I said, this is not gonna be to everybody's liking. It's not the final seats that's gonna go in this car, but it is a massive improvement over the stock ones. Here, check this out. Okay, there we have it, folks. The final drawings for those templates. Ready to send over to SendCutSend. Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap this one up there. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far. Do me a huge favor, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like this video, share, drop a comment. Join me next time when hopefully I'll have those brackets in hand and we can put the seats in the Rabbit.